Your favor waits within the future. My dreams are small compared to yours. Why should I worry about tomorrow when I know that all I gotta do is trust you, Lord? Every little thing's gonna be alright. Every little thing's gonna be just fine. Whether I can see it now, I know you will work it out for good. Every little thing, everything will be alright. Behind the scenes and in the details, you plan the perfect way for me. Why would I dwell upon the roads uncertainties when all I gotta do is look to you? Yeah, all I gotta do is look to you. Every little thing's gonna be alright. Every little thing's gonna be just fine. Whether I can see it now, I know you will work it out for good. Every little thing, everything will be alright. Every little thing, every little thing. Every little thing, everything will be alright.
Who are and what are you willing to suffer for? In this world, you will suffer for people that you love. Who does God love? He loves everybody. So who should you love?
Everybody.
So who should you be willing to suffer for? Everyone. Because that is who Christ has suffered for. And if Christ has suffered for me and for all of you, then I, as a believer in Him, should be willing to suffer for others. And you will save yourself a lot of anxiety in this world if you understand that suffering is not a bad thing. Like, we want to believe that God wants your life as a believer to be happy and it's great all the time and you have no problems. Man, the Christian life is tough. But this is what the Word says right here, is that if you suffer as a Christian, you are blessed. Like, God looks at suffering believers and He is filled with joy that we can represent Him in that way. So where the word Christian comes from is a word that is basically an insult. It means little Christ. It's a word that means slave in the household of Christ. And so what happened is, as the first followers of Jesus were taking the message of Christ out into the world, the gospel message, what happened is people began to persecute them. And when they persecuted the believers and followers of Jesus, what they saw as they squeezed them was Christ was coming out of them. And they called them Christians. So what happens to you when you get squeezed? Who comes out of you? Is there anyone, students, in your life that would accuse you of being a Christian? That's what we have to do. We got to be willing to suffer for others, to represent our God in this world.
Hey God, I know you don't need no one to advise you. You probably do a better job running the world than I do. I just thought I'd remind you, I've been trying to find you. It feel like Satan working overtime, times 2. They say if it doesn't kill you, that refines you. But I'm trying to live, and that's bigger than survival. It's been a long night, it's been a long fight. So just remind me now, everything will be alright.
Every little thing, every little thing, every little thing, every little
So